Hello everyone, I'm making this video on President Trump's current repercussions on it, and I made this in Telugu yesterday. I got a good response. I don't bother about likes and dislikes. Obviously, people part of crime dislike my videos, and two subscribers wrote very good emails, very good messages. I need to make a video on that for a prospective student, and that's what they wrote in email. I will make a separate video on it. Prospective students like, sir, I like your videos. That's yesterday one, and I gave authentic feedback. And generally, my spouse doesn't like my videos. For the first time, she saw that video because Indian community here very shamelessly, not all, generalizing it, but majority, in WhatsApp they are circulating very fake, filthy, hate, false news about President Trump administration. The Indian community here are crying over Trump's administration. So my humble request to NRI friends is stop crying over President Trump's administration. I want to give in a nutshell what exactly this video is about, or why the current repercussions, right? For America and Americans, they observed a lot Indians. That's the reason they elected such a leader for their country to save, because Indian companies, Indian inks and STEM students are corrupted here. I'm not against individuals. If any student write an email warning, threatening and all that, saying that as if he is a president of students president, or as if I am the president of H1B employees, not like that. You are not the first guy and I am not the last guy in H1B, okay? America is land of immigrants in the past, present and future. So stop crying. They circulated such a fake that police coming to, cops coming to houses, everywhere they are searching. There is no emergency situation here. That's how Indian community has circulated false fake news, and that's what, shamelessly, without shame, and they are crying over Trump's administration. Friends also shared few videos, and then I watched it, and they called. What they say is like, if Trump sent 13 million illegal immigrants from Mexico and India, their economy fall. You and I are not Americans. Why do you bother? For example, Prime Minister of India sent illegal immigrants from Pakistan, Bangladesh, whatever the neighboring countries. Will you criticize Prime Minister of India? Country first, man. And let America beg or lend loans. Why do you bother about America? They are Americans, they will take care of their country. Stop bullshitting all. Let me go point by point. Let me explain. USA is an open land. It's a country of indigenous people. 400 years ago, America is not there. United States of America, this powerful country, is not there. This spiritual man, how they got land is secondary. Spiritual man came here and noticed and then named it as America, and now it's become the most powerful country on the world or on this planet. That's what. When it comes to India, we always boost ourselves. Our civilization is great. We have a lot of kings, kingdoms, a lot of history, and we also cry that Britishers destroyed for 100 years our country, India, and then now we are crying during our BJP administration that Congress, previous government, party in power, that is Congress government, has destroyed India, underdeveloped, all underdevelopment, they are responsible. So please stop all that blame game. Indians in India, or Indians in 52 nations, wherever, we are moving to a better place rather than make our place better. And if you analyze for root cause is corruption in India, you elect people by caste and you cry for others. For example, those who are criticizing Trump also, President Trump also here, Indians especially, they are unfit guys in India. That's why they become here. They are useless in India. because Indian government is corrupted. They are not addressing unemployment there. All our companies, projects, everything is US dependent, and these NRIs are projecting as if people in India are beggars. They are depending on these NRIs earnings. So stop projecting that thing. If USA is not there, as if the India is not there. So stop that kind of false news. That's one. And USA changed its immigration policies for the country's security or safety, whatever. So it doesn't mean that India livelihood, everybody's livelihood gets stopped. So that is how they are projecting it. So that's one. And second thing is, why don't we have Microsoft, Facebook like that? So why are we depending on them? Indian companies also doing a visa agent broker job. They are sending guys here, not like any other Indian links, right? So we have to have a companies like that. When it comes to STEM students, they are always crying for my videos. I don't know. The school going, high school going kids, Americans and children of H1Bs, they noticed how illegal part-time jobs doing by international students here at large. They are taking away high school students' pocket money. They are posting their jobs, and then they might be have taken pictures of international students working illegally in various places, and also faking their resumes and going to the jobs like that. So all that they absorbed, they wrote 2 pages essay published in school. I don't know, someone wrote an email with very anguish, anger and hate, and I mean to say, what is this going on? That's one. Honestly, I did not come across any genuine resumes. If you are a genuine resume, you have to fight for your rights, and that's one. And so when they are taking their jobs, obviously Americans might have scanned, and we are under radar for several years. That's why they elected Trump as a president. Every Indian here is responsible for Americans to elect President Trump, because of Indians are massively, and extremists are these two are the problems to America's threat right now. What they are doing is they are not following USCC rules. Very simple. Open your paycheck, keep your hand on the heart. In the name of God, sorry, I'm speaking truth. I don't need to lie. I went with along media to various Indian links, officers, business officers here. So they are doing all kinds of frauds, illegal things, and they also corrupted international students. These guys, Indian links, are nothing but those who came in 1990s with fake BTech and other stuff. They started off getting stupid card, green card. They started this business. If you go to American corporations, American clients, they follow USCC rules. But if you go to Indian links, Indian companies, they don't follow USCC rules. Why USCC is not kicking out between a prime vendor and H1B petitioner? Anybody between is illegal, unethical and unlawful there. So USCC has to must stop, arrest them. And the same way Department of Labor is not questioning the Indian links and Indian companies, because they are not mentioning hours work. For example, you call somebody to paint your house, you give money for 20 hours, 30 hours, right? Without mentioning hours, what is the use? And it is illegal as per the Department of Labor. So probably they don't have staff. That's one. And instead of crying for my videos, you have to write in your business email to your employer, if you are an Indian watching my videos, why are you violating US laws? Indians completely abused American laws and immigration laws. For example, you got a green card, you start Indian restaurant or gas station or a hotel, whatever, but they are hiring illegally international students, paying $1 to $5 instead of hiring locals for $10 an hour. So they are ditching Americans and Indians also same time. And since we came from poverty, so we think that anything above zero is great. And people are migrating because we have internet, TV, roads and all that. So why don't we stay back and then fight with governments for corruption, against corruption? There we elect people by caste, and at the same time we also started all caste groups, region groups, religion groups, and then we don't allow others to come in. We don't integrate with American society. So these kind of stuff definitely irritate Americans. Like for example, in India, one state called Andhra Pradesh, once upon a time, and then united Andhra Pradesh. Then the politicians from Andhra, they ditch the politicians of Telangana region. Then they revolt. Then the state divided. So if I give this example, somebody will write filthy. So mostly from Telugu and Hindi speaking, they are writing filthy, and especially they are living here in UK. I don't know what kind of culture their parents taught them at homes. Is India a sovereign country? Why slave mentality, and why people are blind following blind is one reason, and another reason is root cause is corruption and caste. Americans, those who are not aware of caste is 1 million times dangerous than racism. Racism is only skin color, and we are crooked and corrupt. That is why we are not developing there, and here also we are only getting visas rather than getting job. Then we are poaching others jobs. That's what these Indian inks are doing. And these Indian inks, like if you give 8 pages, they will place you 8 pages of any resume, it's SAP, BA, QA, DA, anything they will place you. Somebody will attend, somebody will do job. If you get fired, then you will go to other job. So they don't pay if you change the employers. And Indian attorneys are also not all, majority corrupted. They hold the sorry, I'm not well. So green card papers of all H1B employees, they don't give the I-140 copies. So what is this? Can you name one Indian attorney who has come forward to help H1B victims here? I receive daily lot of emails from H1B victims. For example, your resume is fake, you are a female, then hiring managers will ask you stand out line. It means they have to give free sex for them because they hire a fake resume guy. So this is what happening. Somebody wrote from California. So these things generally happens in India to go to on-site, but unfortunately it is happening here also. I heard such stories in 2000 years in India. That's fun, and those kind of stuff. So somebody wrote a filthy comment here. You are racist. You are pointing Indians. If somebody write I'm a racist, then he is a terror. He or she is a terrorist. I have to inform to America. Somebody wrote your videos are good, but don't make videos on students. You are killing our career. What career? You lost character in the name of career, man. Integrity you lost. You're ditching India and Indians, your parents and America and Americans. And you are giving me warning or writing emails, phone calls, whatever. If you do that, I will put your information on the President Trump's table. Or I will give it to America. Then they will take care, then you are gone. Don't do that. All my intention of telling you is come steady and prosper. Like we always give only 2 examples. Microsoft CEO is from India, Google CEO is from India, right? So then what are you doing? Fake and felony and in the room proxy. That's wrong. You cannot promote crime in America, man, anywhere on this planet. And illegal is not race, it's a crime. That's what also I explained. These are the things, and just give me a minute. Today a friend, colleague asked me, you continuously speak, do you have any screen in front of you going on like news reader statement? Okay. Some of my colleagues, they ask me, do you have any screen that goes in front of you so that you will read that much fast? So I don't have anything, that's what I want to show it to you. A media from Europe came and asked like 2012, in between 2012 and 15, oh man, you are keeping a lot of videos, what is this? They came all the way from Europe. They took my appointment and took interview, wrote everything about H1B. But when I meet Indian media here, who come for Indian caste meetings here, Indian caste meetings also corrupted. And then I try to explain them, but they are not listening. Indian media is such that they want somebody who speaks lies because they want more TRP ratings. So they are projected in such a way. Today also one guy wrote a comment. Not only India, many countries will be affected because of President Trump's administration. But India is giving America as a Indian media, Indians, many in India here also. America will collapse, American economy will collapse, Americans doesn't know software skills. Every second American I come across in my work locations is highly skilled and talented. Unfortunately, Indian companies, the Indian inks, they made it only for IT. H1B is for any highly skilled. That is not available locally here. And local 25 million displaced and 50% local not getting jobs. And what is this? Wrong projection and all. It is purely for dollars. You have to develop our country. We should not live like a slave here. My fight is, I'm an honest guy, my resume is honest. I'm fighting against H1B rights, H1B rights against all these wicked people like who are not mentioning hours worked on paychecks, or who are not paying, for example, $100 or $135 or $75, but still H1B employees whom I met get $25 an hour. That's ridiculous. Who are all taking that money? That's all taken by Indian hiring managers, Indian employers, Indian vendors, Indian prime vendors, and layers inserted by. In one project in New York, I come across one American hiring manager become a layer and corrupted, taking $45 an hour. I asked him what is it, then he said he learned from corruption from India, that is conflict of interest. So that also, honestly, Indians taught corruption to Americans here, apart from abusing the all laws. And TCS delivery manager in PSCS, he gave mental torture, he did not pay my salary. If no timesheets approved, client approved, Indian employees do not pay salaries. What is this? Is it part of H1B rule? Did you mention anywhere? That's one. And another personal clarification, somebody wrote so many filthy comments saying that you have a green card, your stomach is full. No, I don't have green card, I have H1B. Clients, vendors, nobody's employers have support to get my extension. I'm under 240 days rule. Probably May 2016 I may give up life here, and even before that I may leave this country. So neither America married me nor I marry America. So don't cry for me. And there are many people come and go, and because it's land of immigrants, the past, present and future. The whole purpose of H1B is to get the highly skilled, talented people in any domain from outside America to inside. But all Indian inks, you give $10,000, they will give H1B visa, these Indian inks, because all forged documents by Indian attorneys. So they bring anybody inside. So if that is the case, then what is H1B? And they bring here. So you give anything, you lose character, especially girls. I'm sending the message. Strip club, if you visit, they're removing only clothes, but they're not losing character. I have respect for them, but our guys, sorry, doesn't matter whether you are an H4 EAD or international student or H1B. You wear all clothes, but you are losing character to start your career with fake resume, 10 years local experience, though you don't have. When character is lost, everything is lost. That's why we are living like a terrorist here, by earning a lot of money. We were basically become an economic terrorist. We are unfit to go back because we are in safe zone, we are in comfort zone. That's why if anybody stop at port of entry and check your WhatsApp or emails and with fake resume, you are gone, I'm telling you. So if your parents are watching my videos, if they are honest, they will die because of the truth. So don't kill your parents, don't kill India, Indians and rich. Because of Indian things make you slave corrupt, so you are corrupting it and promoting crime and targeting me, targeting my videos. Somebody wrote on AndraFriends.com. They want to kill Kumar and videos. Then Americans may not. What Americans? So many truth information I am receiving. I am not sharing everything. Very few parts of it I am sharing, and on top of it, media visited. American school going kids are watching you, man. They might have taken your pictures while you are working illegally somewhere. Don't cry for me. My fight is not against international students. Understand, my fight is for rights of H1B. You bring, but there is no job here. You bring, you don't provide the salaries. You put on bench, no salaries. So many illegal things. No hours work mentioned. Illegal layers between prime vendor and H1B petitioner. They all loot. They say your English is bad. You don't have this skill. Billing is 100, but you paid for 25. You commute between California to New York, family is somewhere. What is this kind of life? So I'm telling you, NRIs here lost respect from Americans here. So they don't have gratitude either for India nor America. Because Trump is very kind, President Trump is very kind at heart. If I were President of USA, I would hire ships and then all the FedEx, UPS airplanes and ship majority of Indians out, because one student wrote he struggled a lot and without faking he got a full-time job like that. Somebody wrote there are no full-time jobs. Who asked you to come to America then? there are no full-time, they go back to India and sell some peanuts in the bus stands and railway stations, leave something like that, and then lose character here and pushing American jobs. That's one. And somebody wrote, there are good people out there, but then out of 10 fingers, 9 got cancer. Then what is the use of this 10th finger? So that's the reason, if I were president, I would ship everybody out, for Indian out, for the kind of damage we are doing here. We are doing crime without proof. We are threatening hiring managers, Indians corrupt. When I say this, somebody wrote, delivery managers of Indian companies are corrupt. There is no proof, but they are taking money. The vendor said delivery manager need $10, $25. Vendors threaten me. Vendors send threaten emails. They post my money. This, my in the sense H1B. This is what happening to every H1B, but they are not speaking because they lose project. Project means paycheck. Paycheck is nothing but immigration status. And if I were a girl, probably every hiring manager in my career would have molested or raped me by this time. And my first manager, I don't want to name the national, but I want to give an example. My first project, Pakistan hiring manager have tears in his eyes to say during decision, your project is ending, Kumar leave. And in New York, one project manager is basically, they both are Americans. They become Americans. He's from China. He fight for my rights and lost his job. I did not come across any honest Indian hiring managers in my lifetime here. My research here especially. When I go with media, when I ask questions, they know, they are the witness for those stuff. What else do you need? Yeah, anyone can come, like those who have 16 years of education, and then not necessarily 4 years BTech, 3 years, and all educational consultancies in India are also bogus and fake. They are looting students there. If you know English, why do you need a broker, right? Either for job or education. Can't you apply directly? Stupid fellow. Why do you need to go to a consultancy and pay money? They are looting, they are cheating. Yeah, that's why you are all entering into the 250 these fake universities. So somebody wrote government fund. What government fund? Government will give you a green card for you because you are waiting like a dog for 10 years or 20 years. And after getting card, you start a university, you do all kind of frauds. Nobody can sit behind you and watch, right? That's what you need to do. And what is the solution? Means you have to think, analyze what is going on here. You have to know the truth basically. Yeah, America is a dream, but Indians and extremists damaged it. And Indians at large crying over Trump administration. He's doing his best to save his country before helping foreign nationals. So that's what, and Americans love Indian culture, Indians and all, but at large we are damaging American society. Indians and extremist religious people trying to overrule the American dream. That's where they are taking the reforms. These two guys are responsible for all the regulations here. That's why Americans wake up and then they elected a leader like Trump. For the mess here, Indians are responsible. God may forgive Indians here, but America and Americans may not forgive. Thank you for watching. Email us any questions h1b@esa.com.